Welcome to Flip Through Friday, my slow stitch journal. I'm going to flip through and share with you what slow stitching means to me. Let me bring you closer so you can get a good view. This beautiful cover was made for me by Lizzie Brewer, who is always such an inspiration. She uses up little scripts and scraps and pieces everything together. We've got some machine stitch and some lovely slow stitching, hand stitching in here. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much, Lizzie. Such an inspiration. And I have added to the scrappiness of it one of my tassels made from scraps of fabric and bits and pieces and buttons sewn onto it. Such a joy to make. I will list below Lizzie's channel and all the process videos that go with making quite a few of these. The things you're going to see in this journal. Let's turn to a page, shall we? Page 1. I display gifts that people have given to me and pop their names, sew their names in. Linda gave me a bag with some scented flowers in. It's beautiful. Choose the scent of your choice or flower of your choice, and it just adds to the sensory exploration. That's lovely. Absolutely lovely. Oh, of course, I have to add a smiley face. I love this smiley face truck. Oh, look. Jeanne gave me this beautiful vintage card and I searched through the button tin to get some. I think they really, to me, they look like 1950s colours, don't they? Just simple ruffle and some buttons. This year I'm just finding so much peace in simplicity. You can see I've left here part of the felt showing because this is a needle book and so the pages are felt. There's one of the little slow stitch film strips that we did together. And a little tea bag made of netting, and it's got some fairy dust in it. And also little tiny scrips and scraps of fabric cut up. That's a joy to do. Do you remember when we made the fabric buttons? Oh, they were fun to do, weren't they? Some of the ruffle we made last week. So it's lovely to have a little pocket. And the mix of paper and fabric, I do love fabric in my journals and paper in my fabric journals. Just a mix up, really. There. I've got a cat page. Oh, Freddie. What have we got? I've made a pocket. I made a pocket from a corner of, I think it was probably a tray cloth that was very stained, and this is my mum's beautiful embroidery hand stitching, and I'm always so taken to how neat these things are on the back. Oh, it's wonderful. I've just stitched these on here. And Rebecca from Create with Becca sent me a little cat and I named it Patches. Isn't that a gloriously simple pattern? Oh, take a screenshot because you could just cut out some felt or fabric and patch together a little cat. Isn't that lovely? Thank you, Rebecca. In it goes, in the cat pocket. Oh, Lisa Jane made ruffles. And again, the mix of paper and fabric and some metallic thread as well in the machine. That's wonderful. Let's pop that in there. What does slow stitch mean to me? It's a way to relax. There's no qualifications for the entry level. You can do big or small stitches. Anything goes, really. This is when I went through that phase of watercolouring on fabric. It's lovely and soft, the needle still goes through. And last night, I added gold around the edge. I got out my paint palette and thought, oh, wouldn't it be lovely just to add that little bit, touch more gold to the piece. It seems to dry very quickly too. I just love the vintage buttons. Look at that colour. Gorgeous. Ah, and here's a lovely little scrappy flower. This it's like a sunflower, really. My take on a sunflower. And the seeds are made up of tiny, tiny little scraps of fabric again, and some fairy dust, of course. And now to the centre page. I've got a lovely birdhouse here, and at the edge I've got some lovely ruffle with vintage sewing machine made by Lisa Jane, and the most beautiful button. Who lives in my birdhouse? Of course, this little fairy here. She looks after the birds, gives them plenty seed and makes sure they've got water. Oh, look, peeping out of the birdhouse is my little toucan. Oh, I think that little fairy lives in this toadstool house. It's got a little door. Oh, that's lovely. And I've got various birds here. I've got my little scrappy patch birds, and then I've got one of my birds of hope that lives here. What's her message to us today? You are brave. Oh, lovely. And you can see I have a new bird here, still with the circle pattern. It's a little Mr. Owl. Let me show you how I'm making these. Again, it's just finding something to draw around. That's a circle. Let me show you. how he's made. So we've got fabric, some sort of filling, fabric, and then the little wings are a half circle. And then I fold them like that and pin them for wings. There we are. Like that. Got a little beak there that I've cut out. And then just two little buttons with a big button and then a little button on top. I choose some buttons from my button tin. And this is ready now just to put in one of our little kits that we make up, just with a little bits of thread. You'll need some little scissors in it too. Little bits of thread and ribbons, and that's ready to go. Pop it in your bag, sit in the lounge or take it to your hospital appointment. I've got another one here, just full of bits and pieces to sew and some thread. You can top it up every now and again. This one, I've got a little sheet of felt so that I could sew on there. That could become a page in a journal maybe. If you haven't got one of those little needle books, how about a makeup bag? An old makeup bag or pencil case. Have a little look around at what you've got, and I can account to the fact that it is so relaxing to have some slow stitching with you. I slow stitched for hours last year while in the hospitals, so yeah, it's a comfort. It really is. Oh, who lives inside this pocket? Oh, another little owl. That's when we did the more watercolour on the fabric, and this was, I saw an owl in the paint blobs, and I backed this on a beautiful antique doily from Jennifer. Isn't that gorgeous? I feel that I have saved the doily and I haven't harmed it in any way. It's just loose stitches around. Yeah. Oh, and it's probably worth mentioning, this is slow stitching, so any stitch goes, big or small. Most of the time I'm using simple stitches, so yes, have a go, have a go. This is another watercolour one with some stitches on, and another beautiful, beautiful doily at the back. It's just a way for me to preserve and give the doilies a new little lease of life. Is there another one here? Oh yes, this is one, I don't know why, but I painted a little hedgehog, scrappy hedgehog. Can't even remember when I did that, and I gave her lots of scrap fabric, prickles. Oh, bless her. And they live in that pocket. Kathy C sent me these gorgeous, gorgeous fabrics. I thought they looked very boho. So I put them all together and I thought this lady with her parasol is visiting the jungle and she wants to go to see the toucans. I made it into a pocket as well. So what's in the pocket? Oh, this is from Janet Canada. Now, isn't this an amazing idea? It's cutaway. So you cut the shape and then put something behind it. I love that. Thank you, Janet Canada. Wonderful. Linda sent me some of her slow stitching. I love the fact that you can see the simple stitches on the back. Wonderful. Beautiful. Fabrics, ribbons, and then a little cluster just here. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Linda. And here's one in antique colours. And then I noticed, can you see the ischemic writing that Linda did on the fabric? So many ideas here. This is my little go at ischemic writing. Obviously mine is bigger. It's a case of you be you. That's one I did on the gel plate. And in this little pocket is a little fairy. Oh, she's got something on her back and it says warmth. Oh, I didn't even know that was in there. One discovers things. Oh, I made that into a pocket too. Oh, that's interesting. Just one of my fabric postcards. So I do some slow stitching and then I stitch them onto card and I post them and they have been, not with the paper clip on, that's just an extra, but they have been getting to their destination as well. They go in the post just like this. So there's nothing, no buttons, or it's just all very flat. All of them have gone, but I thought I'd just save one in the journal. Just as an idea. Because we forget, don't we? More ischemic writing on fabric. Here's the little teacup fairy. Oh, I remember making her with her little teacup and the little bird. Oh, this is a little teapot as well. Oh, I think it's a bird bar. Oh, look at this. Such a pleasure to create. Wonderful. A bit of vintage ephemera there from my mum's sewing box. Ah, lovely. Oh, and that's my slow stitch journal. I've noticed Flo has a slow stitch journal too. Shall we have a look? I love it, Flo. It's very tiny. And oh, it's a I can't open it, Flo. It's so tiny. It's a collection of hearts. Oh, isn't that lovely? The wonderful thing about Flo is that she comes at the end of the day and gets all the snippets from the desk to make these beautiful little pages. Oh, how wonderful. I love it. Oh, and you've added the gold too. Oh, it's a beautiful journal. Absolutely beautiful flow. Gosh. Well, I think it's probably about time that we had a nice cup of tea together and a little chat. That'd be nice. It is lovely to spend this bit of time together. It really is. It really is. Share my journey with you. Oh, little Freddie. Having a complete rest there. Shall we pull an ATC? Let me see. Oh, this one's on the back of a playing card. Oh, Blackberry Stitch twin set in fondant pink. That's amazing. I love that. It's vintage papers. Meljoy. Oh, there's no date on there. But, oh, that's wonderful. I love that. Let's pop that up there. Give me inspiration in the week. I love that. Oh, well, I'll pop that there for now. Shall we light a candle? You are stronger than you know. Well, I will say goodbye. It's me taking a nice breath. I do feel so relaxed after. It's been a very tactile and visual time we've spent together. Take care, everyone. Bye. Hashtag Flip Through Friday is organised by Christina at Christina's Shack, and I'll leave some links below because there are quite a few people that are joining in now. Oh.
Oh, they're cute. Are they the same blue?
Yeah.
I do like that blue.
Yeah, I like that blue.
That'll suit you. Yeah.
Oh.
So she doesn't know.
Did it?
That was from planning early in the morning. I thought, we need to serve the chairs with them. I said,
Oh, they love one another.
Oh, that's so gorgeous.
I know.
I've got lots of
Oh, they love one another.
Oh, that's so
They know one another since they were tiny. Oh, and now it goes to play fighting. Look.
They have to be here.
Oh, started with a little kiss.
Oh, they love each other.
those. They're really